you procrastinate the work will pile. And if the work pile, it will be crashed work later, and crash work may crash you. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Precious Ojonugwa. For those of you who don't know me, if you are a new subscriber, welcome, thank you. And if you are a returning subscriber, as you can already see from the title today, I'm going to be talking to preclinical students. If you don't know what preclinical is all those students that are new to medical school, like you're studying anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. Exactly, that's what preclinical means. And if you're not even in the preclinical arms and you want to just learn, this is beautiful. Thank you for coming. The first thing I am going to say to anybody that is coming into medical school proper is this: you need to learn how to build routine. I know that these things are not very emphasized, but I had that struggle myself, because where I was coming from, like in my school, the way we do it is there's 100 level before 200 level where you do all of this preclinical stuff. In 100 level is just natural science. When I mean natural science, I mean you'll be offering things like maths, English, general studies, those kind of things. And I was just living my life like the way I came from secondary school. Like nobody told me that, you know, here is a different life. You need to build routines. You need to know what you're doing. I didn't know any of those things, so it was very hard. We were having back-to-back lectures, and I had to be showing up. Then in the night, I would be so tired, I would sleep up. It was just annoying. Because the medical students actually have a routine. We don't live our lives the way every other person does, or the way every other person lives their life. There's a way you have to live your life to know how to manage your time, to know how to do everything. And that's why there are a lot of vlogs that you can learn and see how a medical student live their life. You need to know how to balance your life. See, I don't know if I can beg you as you are listening to me, please don't even joke with this point. Like, you need to understand how to balance your life. If you have not been balancing your lives, or let's assume you're already in 300 level, like in my school, if you're in your third year, then probably you've done a year already, you can still learn how to balance your life. And I'm going to stay a little bit on this because I want you to get it. So how I do balance my life is this: I divide my life into two sections. The section where I have glass balls and the section where I have plastic balls. So my glass balls are the aspect of my life that nobody can help me to do them. Secondly, they are the aspect of my life that if I don't do them, they are going to crumble. Then the plastic balls are the aspect of my life that people can help me do, like laundry. I'm not joking, like laundry. And if I don't do them, nobody's going to die. Nobody's going to get affected. Also like laundry. So I don't mean you shouldn't do laundry in school. I'm just saying that when you are being placed with situation, let's say for example, I have a test. If I don't come online, nobody's gonna die. That is certainly a plastic ball. If I don't, what do they call it? If I don't sleep adequately, right, before the paper the next day, it depends on you now. This strictly depends on you. For me, if I don't sleep adequately for an exam, I may have a missed exam and all of those. That is a glass ball. So I'll have to do things, whether it means skipping time to gist. Just look for extra time that I'll have to use to sleep so that I can function well, to be able to study for long hours rather, and be able to write my exam. And also a glass ball for me would be number one, reading my book. Nobody can help me to read my book, so I have to look for a way that, you know, these plastic balls don't affect me. So whatever glass balls means to you with all of these examples that I've given, just check and use it. And again, I need to emphasize that I know there are a lot of how to balance videos on the internet. To be honest, you can never have a very balanced life. You see that balance scale that they put in front of the cut, it can never be like that in your life. There's some things that need more priority and you have to do them more compared to the others, and it just has to be you shuffling it and knowing, okay, at this point, which one am I supposed to raise more, which one am I supposed to bring down, and that's all. As there's sometimes in medical school that even though my family is part of the glass balls, I tell my mom, please, can I call you back sometime, like later in the evening or the next day, because that 1 minute I'm spending with that is like I need to read some things. You need to have a strong relationship with your senior colleagues. I mean senior colleagues that are just leaving your class. I know you want to know the ones that are already doctors and everything, but people that are just leaving your class, your seniors, you need to know them. Let me explain in plain English, because in this channel I don't like stressing anybody. Let me explain. You know why you need to know and have a relationship with them is this, especially if you are schooling in Nigeria. Lecturers are is well But if you are schooling in Nigeria, you know that there are some lecturers that, I don't want to say they are just wicked, but they may teach you from the slide, and when you are coming on exam day, what you are going to see is nothing in the slide, is what they say. And there's some lecturers that, I don't know where they got their past questions from, but it's not exactly what is in the slide. And those things are going to repeat again. You need your senior colleague to tell you how to study for this lecturer, how to pass this lecturer. Because I know that, you know, reading is something that is very good and everything. But passing an exam takes more than reading. It takes being smart. And, okay, let me not even go into the next video I'm about to shoot. But one of the ways to be smart, obviously, is understanding your lecturers. And that's where your senior colleagues come. Also, you need them to be able to guide you. It's just like the way you have a mentor, and a mentor can guide you, okay, do this and do that. So for me, I would say you need your senior colleagues. You need them. However, disclaimer, be careful. Some people are full of, I'm sorry, baggages, and if you go and meet them, they'll just tell you their own experience, and it can affect you and give you a bad perspective to medical school. Me, where I find my senior colleagues is CMDA, Christian Medical and Dental Association. I mean, this is not a sponsored video, please. So I just go to fellowship, and in fellowship, you just notice there are some, you know, sisters and brothers that you can just meet, ask them, and they're also doing well. You can get a balanced life there, to be honest. So that's where I actually just go there and ask, because I don't want, there are many wolves in form of senior colleagues that are just outside and they can just tell you so many things. You get, don't let anybody intimidate you. I don't know if it's just my school or it's all medical school in the world. There are just some students that they live their life intimidating people, and maybe they don't even know that they are intimidating people, but they just come and they are sharing stuffs. You know, stuffs means when you have a lot of knowledge and information about a particular topic. So for example, in class, before a lecturer asks this one, they have said it. Before a lecturer asks this one, you have said it. And sometimes in class, when I leave, I'll not be thinking, Abi, I'm not serious. What's happening to me? Why are they saying this? And I cannot say. I just came to realize, after all the stress, nobody, when I say nobody has the right to intimidate me without my permission. So nobody's gonna intimidate me. We're in this medical school together. If I don't know something and you know it, what's there? Go and meet them and ask, you know, please teach me that thing you were saying in class. What was this? Do you know the funny thing? Nobody knows everything all in medical school. The fact that they know something and they are trying to intimidate you, do you realize that you also know some things that they don't know as well? So we all need each other. I beg you, try and connect with some people in your class. You don't want to just be there, like you don't know when the past questions are moving around, you don't know when. That's not the kind of life you want to live. I beg, please guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, this is unfair. I mean, please subscribe. I share amazing tips. I will help your medical school and make it easy for you. So subscribe and join us. It won't cost anything. Oh yeah, subscribe, please. You need to learn how to study. What are the study methods available for you, and what's the one that you know you can do very well, and just stick with it. And I know there are a lot of things, active recall, but you need to learn all these things because it's entirely different from where you're coming. For me, I like lectures. I don't like it. I don't know how to focus on something for long. After this research, oh god, you guys, now I can focus. So videos are a lifesaver. See, because medical school is so bulky. How do I want to finish everything? And you are almost having this test the next day, this test, this is just so, sometimes it can be overwhelming. So guys, what I would advise is learn how to study, because it's about smart work. Let me just tell you guys this. I remember one time we were praying for MB, and this guy went to read the whole textbook. I don't know if you obviously don't know what Grey's Anatomy is. I would show you the picture. This guy was reading Grey's Anatomy, and for that exam, there is no way you can finish Grey's Anatomy before. I don't know how, except it's only anatomy you want to pass. So you need to actually learn. You can just join a group study and, you know, meet your friends to talk about it. You can get the knowledge without always having to study for it. And even if you still need to study, but you already have an idea, so it makes the work easy. You're not just looking at it for the first time. So for some people, they are very good listeners, and instead of just reading the whole textbook and everything, always be in class, listen to what the teacher is saying. Do you understand? For some people, they are very pictorial, like me. I need to always study anatomy with an atlas. I don't know how other people do it. In fact, sometimes the atlas were not making sense. I had to leverage on video. Before, I didn't even know what active recall was. So I was always studying passively. That thing was so annoying, guys. There were some times that I would read something for so long, and then after, like, just ask me the next day, I cannot remember what I've read. And I was now thinking something was wrong with my mind, but I didn't know I was reading the wrong way. Like, I needed to, you know, read it and actively read it instead of doing it passively like I'm doing a novel. I know that all of these steps I'm saying may actually overwhelm you, and you're like, oh my god, all this medical school is hard. No, just take it a step at a time. You don't have to try to inculcate all of these habits at once. Just start from somewhere and be stable on it. If your own is balanced, just start from there, and when you've gotten mastery in that area, then you can now go to the next step. Okay, so I need to say this one because, hey god, as I'm even saying this, and I feel like they should just put my name like this. Crash work will crash you. Let me say it again. Crash work. You see this in that you, when it's now time for exam, you just pack everything. It will crash you like this. See, that was my life before medical school, like in 100 level, and even in secondary school. I will not read when people are reading. I'll not be there, you know, doing other activities that I enjoy. When they say test timetable has come out or exam timetable, I'll pack everything like this. Sit down one night, read everything, go to exam or pour it, and I may even forget everything that I've read. Medical school, you can't even try it. Okay, wait, where do you want to start from? And I learned this the hard way, to be honest, because I learned it after a physio test that I was crying. So, you know, you don't even want to learn it the hard way. If you can, I don't know if it's possible, but if you can, read every day. If you can, because there's some days that you may sleep up, but if you can read every day, please try. If you procrastinate the work will pile, and if the work pile, it will be crashed work later, and crash work may crash you. See my rhymes? So thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Please subscribe, and let me know in the comment section any question you have or whatever video you want me to shoot. Bye.